Hello, Piece 6. Welcome to Friday. We have made it to the end of the week and to the end of book week. And I have to say, it was so lovely to see so many of you yesterday on our class Zooms. Today from us, we are going to think about problem solving with our word problems. And then you have got a special Chilli challenge to finish the week. Our word problems today are a little bit different because they are what we call two-step word problems. So today there are two different sums that you need to do within each question in order for you to reach the final answer. For example, take a look at question number 1. Read it with me. 25 passengers got onto the bus at the station. At the first stop, 7 passengers got off and then another 13 passengers got on. How many passengers were now on the bus? Well, let's think about that question. So we're thinking about the bus. How many are on the bus at the start? We've got 25 passengers. And at first stop, 7 passengers get off. Now, what does that mean? If they get off, is the number on the bus going up or the number on the bus going down? It's going down, isn't it? So we need to take away that 7. So if I was starting off, I would probably start off by doing 25 take away 7. And what's 25 take away 7? Yep, it's going to be 18. So 7 passengers got off the bus, then another 13 passengers get on. What will I do with that 18 and the 13? 13 more passengers get on. Well, it's as simple as adding that 13 on. So 13 add 18, how many passengers will now be on our bus? Add your tens, add your units. Yep, it's going to be 31. But don't leave your answer there, P6. The question is about how many passengers. So don't forget to include whatever it is you need to include with your answer. So in that one, it's going to be 31 passengers. Now, that's a nice straightforward one to start with. Some of the others are a little bit more tricky. Do the 2 separate steps. You've got 2 different boxes, one for step 1, one for step 2, and keep thinking, what is it I have to do? Am I adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? Choose your operation very carefully. Now, for Friday's main activity, we today are going to do what's called a Chilli challenge. For your Chilli challenge today, I have given you 3 different spicy levels to choose from. We've got a mild level, we've got a medium level, and we've got a super spicy level. Now, I don't know what happens in your house on a Friday, but in my house on Friday, it's takeaway night. We pretty much always have a takeaway in my house on a Friday. And I love a good curry. And some weeks I'll want it hotter than others. Well, today, for your Chilli challenge, you have to choose how hot you want your challenge to be. So think of it like your curries. Do you want it quite mild and straightforward? If you choose to do the mild level, the task that you're going to do today is this one. And all the challenges look similar. We've got 3 sections that all have got straightforward questions in them. 2 of them are probably more straightforward than others. One of them maybe has a few more word problems in it. One of the sections, and in this case it's section C, has a problem solving challenge where you have to copy the diagram and then try and do something with the numbers that you've been given. In this challenge, you have been told to use each of the numbers from 1 to 8, put them into these lines. Can you see that there are 3 circles in each line? So 3 there, 3 there, 3 there, 3 there, and so on. You need to put your numbers in. You can only use each number once, but each line of 3 numbers must add up to 12. So whichever numbers you put there in those 3, they have to add up to 12. Whatever's there has to add up to 12, but you can only use each number once. Can you work out a way to make that one work? That's the mild level. If you choose something a little bit hotter, you might choose to go for the medium challenge for today. As I say, it looks very similar. You've got 2 sections where you're doing pretty straightforward things. Another section where you've got a little bit more working out to do. You have to do a little bit more reading. In this question for your challenge question, again, you're going to look at this diagram and again, you're going to use the numbers 1 to 8. But it says a number in a square must equal the sum of the 2 numbers on each side of it. The number in a square must equal the sum of the 2 numbers on each side of it. So let's say I put 7 into that square. If I put 7 there, then the numbers there and there on the left and the right hand side of it have to make 7. So if that was 7, maybe would I put 6 and 1? Maybe would I put 5 and 2 or 3 and 4? Can you find a way to put all your numbers from 1 to 8 into this grid so that the number in the square is equal to the sum of the two numbers on either side of it? When I add those two together, does it make that one? That's the medium spicy level. If you choose the super spicy extra hot level, well, it just gets a little bit harder again. So again, section A and section D are the more straightforward ones. Section B, a little bit more reading. If you choose to do this challenge question, this one you've got, again, a diagram. You've got 9 circles and you've got the numbers from 1 to 9. And it says the difference between each pair of joined numbers must be odd. The difference between each pair of joined numbers must be odd. So let's say I put 9 there. I couldn't put 8 in the box beside it, or in the circle beside it, because the difference between I could put 8 there because the difference would be 1. 9 take away 8 would be 1. I couldn't do 9 and 7, because if I had 9 and then 7, well, the difference between 9 and 7 is 2. And that's even number. So you need to think about where you're going to put your numbers in. Can you do it so that every pair of numbers that is joined together, now the diagonals are not joined, but the numbers that are joined together, the difference between each pair, so each two, any two that are joined together, doesn't matter where they are, any two that are joined together, the difference must be odd. Make it harder for yourself. Can you find more than one way to do it? Because there are a few different ways that you could answer this question. So P6 today, you are choosing one of our Chilli challenges to have a go at. If there is a question where you think, I'm really not sure what the words in that question mean, or I'm not sure how to do something. For example, in this super spicy level, it has this question, 10%. Now, we haven't looked at percentages yet, but that doesn't mean you're going to give up on the whole page or even give up on this question. Why don't you do a little bit of searching around, perhaps on Google or BBC Bite Size? Can you find out what 10% means? And then go and have a go at that question. If you don't know what 2 cubed means, well, go and do a bit of research. Find out what does it mean to cube a number, and then go and work it out. That's what a good mathematician does. If you're not sure about something, go and find it out, okay? Challenge yourself. So P6, you have got your 3 levels to choose from, mild, medium or super spicy. Once you've done that, why don't you have a go at today's reasoning challenge? And then to finish off today, perhaps go back to Education City, try and get your name onto one of our Play Live leaderboards, or perhaps go back to Prodigy and challenge yourself on Prodigy. Next week, we're going to be adding in lots of decimal questions into Prodigy. So if you haven't already done the placement test, the test that you do right at the start of Prodigy, why don't you go and get started on that now? P6, do your very best today. We know that you're working as hard as you can at home. Just do your best, and then have a lovely, relaxing weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye.